Thank you for listening to Jesus Goggles. We are trying to see the world in the lenses of Jesus. In this week's episode, we discuss our relationship with social media. We present this episode in a fun exchange between two friends based on a hypothetical situation.
Your screen time for this week has gone up to 350% compared to last week. Average screen time, 8 hours. Wow, dude, that's a lot of time spent. I wonder what I used my time on this week. 5 hours on Insta and 3 hours on TikTok? Dang, dude. I've been using social media quite a bit this week. I wonder if Jesus would be using TikTok though, if he was around this time. Or would he post his six-pack abs on Insta?
Hey, do you want to go get ice cream after service?
Nah, I don't feel like eating ice cream, bro.
Oh, that's rare. What's up?
Well, lately, I've been going on Insta. I've been seeing a lot of six-packs, you know what I mean? And I think I want those washboard abs too.
Bro, you need to work out for that. I thought you'd never say no to ice cream.
Yeah, but I think having abs would be so much nicer.
Well, what are you gonna do with your abs though?
Bro, I gotta flex. Gotta post on Insta saying hashtag lost 50 pounds, hashtag chocolate abs. That would get me so much followers and likes.
Social media? I think that's a waste of time, man. Don't worry about getting likes and followers.
It's hard not to, though.
Well, is your life pretty impacted by using social media? Maybe you want to talk about it more?
Yeah, dude, lately, I've been worried about how I look and stuff. I've been spending a lot of time on social media, though.
Yeah, I've been definitely noticing how you are changing. Especially when you were copying those TikTok dances when you don't even like to dance.
I mean, yeah, it's all for attention and likes. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I thought I was going to use it to just keep up with everyone, but lately, I think it's affecting me more than I think. It's kind of difficult when it's so much fun and I can't stop using it.
Well, don't feel too bad using social media. I think if you're using it right for the right purpose and, in a healthy manner, it's alright.
What does a healthy usage even look like? I don't even know if there's a healthy way to go about using social media.
Well, let's go back to last week. You remember the sermon?
Oh yeah, it was Corinthians, right? Something like whatever you do, you're supposed to do it for the glory of God?
Yeah. I think that's a good way to measure if you're using it in a healthy manner or not. If you're using it for the glory of God, I think that is using it in a healthy manner.
What does that look like, though?
I mean, didn't you say you were using social media to keep up with your friends?
Yeah, I just wanted to see how they were doing. I mean, especially a lot of my friends who don't live near me.
Yeah, you're only going to use it just to check up on them, but they don't post all the time, right?
Yeah, they don't.
See? You do know. How many hours did you end up spending last week?
Okay, 8 hours a day?
Yo, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is.
I think if you were going to check up on them and message them to keep up with them once in a while, it's okay. But if you're staring at your phone all day and thinking about washboard abs, I don't know if that's glorifying God.
Yeah, it isn't because abs are going to send us to heaven. If I'm so consumed by it, it becomes my idol, doesn't it?
Well, you actually think so?
Yeah, I think if I was using it with my initial intentions, I think it would be glorifying God because I am using it continuously, to love my brothers and sisters by checking up on them, right? Through social media. But if I was just spending hours and hours comparing my self-worth with six-pack dudes on Instagram, I think it would totally crush me.
Well, I do agree with you. There are ways to glorify God, but staring at our phone all day, that's not it. If you have a hard time with decreasing the social media usage, I recommend 2 tips. Number 1, know why you are using it and use it only for that purpose. Second, use it within a specific time frame. Set an alarm or something like that, and check how your friends are doing within maybe 10 minutes.
I didn't know I could use my phone like that. I mean, I was always prioritizing like checking social media feed, and I have to be honest that I guess it was above serving God.
Well, I am glad you recognize that. As soon as we prioritize anything but God, we are worshipping an idol.
Yeah, I mean, it goes all the way back to verses we're talking about, right? Anything we do must glorify God.
Yeah, exactly. The majority of what we see on social media would lead us to temptation and sin. I mean, weren't you worshipping abs all day long because you wanted that body?
Yeah, I mean, like, it made me feel less of a human being not having abs for some reason.
But God told us we're not less than or greater than any human being. God cares about our heart, not our outer appearance. We're all worth a cross at the end of the day because Jesus died for all of us. We are all loved by Him, even if we don't have abs or not.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part to remember when the world tells you its message rather than the message of God. It's easy to forget our worth in Christ because as humans, we can easily forget God and how He wants us to live.
Hey man, I will remind you as your brother in Christ that you are loved. Don't worry so much about those abs or spending so much time on things that God doesn't want you to.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Jesus would use social media differently? I jokingly thought that he might like post his six-pack abs on Instagram or something.
I think Jesus would have thought about why God allowed social media in the first place. He probably would have used social media to carry out God's will.
Yeah, that sounds pretty complicated. Is it even possible to do something like that?
So many people are affected by what they see on social media, what others have and what they don't. Making comparison really influences people, and you seem to be affected by that too, no?
Yeah, I mean, looking at those photos and videos definitely led me to compare myself to others a lot more.
Since Jesus would have known how empty people would feel after seeing things on social media, I think he would have found a way to spread the gospel instead.
Are you talking about like posting testimonies or Bible verses?
Well, I guess that works too. The biggest benefit of social media is the fast communication that could happen literally anywhere and how it's so easy to use. That also means that it is very appropriate for evangelism.
But I don't think I saw many people trying to evangelize on social media.
And that's probably because many people don't like talking about religion on social media. However, if it's Jesus, I think he would have used social media pretty wisely, trying to reveal, how God works in his life.
Trying to reveal God instead of me? Man, dude, that's so different from what I do on Instagram.
In order to intentionally talk about God, I think we can give credit where it is due, like thanking God or acknowledging special moments of grace. Kind of like when people receive awards, right? I mean, people like heartwarming stories. If we could use social media to check on our brothers and sisters, ask for their prayer requests, we would be using it the way God would like us to use it.
Yeah, I've never done it before, but I think this conversation is a pretty good start. Like when I'm used to it, maybe I'll be spreading some positive influences to others too.
Think about it. Using social media for our entertainment and using it to let others know more about God. We can definitely confirm that we are using social media for the glory of God when we are doing the latter.
Yeah, I think I'll try doing that. You can ask me if I'm doing that sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure. I got your back.
Alright, let's go get ice cream after service then.
Yeah, let's go before we are too late. Thank you for listening. We will be back next week with an episode on our relationship with the significant other. Jesus Goggles is a podcast sponsored by God and Us Community, a 501c3 nonprofit Christian mission organization serving the youth and young adults.